Hello. Hello. Hey everybody. Sound check, sound check. Hope you guys can all hear me good. Hear me good? How's everybody doing? Yeah, we streamed. We've been streaming for a while now, I think. So yeah, welcome. Glad you can join us. We will be starting, okay, maybe not in 10 minutes, but maybe now closer to, what is it? 7 minutes. I should just go like, we are gonna start in, let's see. I'll just say we'll start at 3 p.m. EST. That keeps it good. I don't have to like count down or anything. We hear you. Nice. You know Jackbox? Yeah, I love Jackbox. Jackbox is great. Why? Are you playing Jackbox currently? I haven't played it in a while though, but it's a great party game if anyone's like doesn't know what to do and you guys are all like bored or something, I guess. I don't know. Is it green or is it black? I feel like the poppy is I guess it's green. I'm not too sure. But I hope everybody's doing good. Anybody doing interesting over the holidays? Anybody doing something? EST, I guess it's just is it an American thing? I don't know. I've never thought of it that way. It's just what we use here in North America. Like in Canada, we use EST. Let's see, what's a good character to draw in 5 minutes? Can I draw this character in 5 minutes? But yes, it is EST here for us. Oh boy, I don't think I'll be able to draw. We got 5 minutes to draw this character. Let's see if you guys can guess who this character is. I feel like, she's got some pretty identifiable features or design elements to it. I'm not gonna draw like super accurate or anything, but and we will start and whatnot. But I like to start off with a little like drawing game or drawing character guessing kind of thing going on before we start while we're waiting. Can't wait for people to file in. So while we're doing that, I like to have a little guessing moment. I think I drew that back part way too big. I feel like this is probably the easiest one to kind of notice. You, you might be in, well, you know what? I live in Canada, and even I'm not too sure if it's only used in North America. I thought it was universal. Like I thought it was global. But I don't know. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Tough. Hey, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I mean this one's pretty easy. I think I made her face a bit too small though, or made her too chubby. I don't know. Anybody see the new Last Airbender trailer? Gotta say, it doesn't look that bad. The sets look really good, and the outfits, and everybody looks their part, so I feel like it looks pretty good and everything. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to see once it comes out and whatnot. But so far, I feel it looks pretty good. Tough, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the trailer came out. I think it came out yesterday, I want to say, or 2 days ago, or somewhere around there. So, yeah, it looks pretty good. And this is, pretty appropriate because this is the Earth stream, and then we'll draw on Toph, I guess. Although, don't I've never drawn her before. I've got a butt trigger. I shouldn't have bothered drawing the other eye. I don't know where the other eye should go. Oh, Joe Road. Hello. Excited for Arcane 2? Yeah. I saw a little bit of the teaser. It looked pretty cool. I am very curious to see where it will go. Where the story will go in. First series, I feel like first season, I thought it was good. I don't think I liked the first season as much as a lot of people did, but it was good. Not I wouldn't say it was like it was bad or anything, but it was good. You know. Yeah. From India. Hey, hello. Glad to see someone from across the globe here. Hello, hello. That's awesome. Wouldn't it be like, what is it, like 3 a.m. in the morning for you or something? I don't know. That's glad to see you're up though, I guess. Although a part of me is like, should you be sleeping or something? But who knows? Well, glad you're here able to join us. Either way, whether, well, no matter where you're from. From Algeria. Damn, okay. Wow, we got some like a got a pretty decent global international audience going on right now. It's pretty sweet. Okay, I guess I'm gonna start. Yeah, it's like 3 pretty much, so I guess we'll get going with it. Hello everybody. Welcome to our stream. I am Josh. Hello, hello. Yeah, we're gonna do our, the usual rigmarole and get through everything, and then we will do the art challenge kind of acknowledgements, and then we'll jump right into animating, because animating takes quite a lot of time. So I'm just gonna try to get through it as quickly as possible so that we have enough time to animate and enough time to get it all done as much as I can. So cool. Hello everybody, welcome to our stream. Welcome to our Animating Earth, I guess, in a way, kind of stream. This is our last one of the elemental series, because we did fire, I think, the last time I streamed, and then we did water, and I think we did wind, and then we started off this series with water. So we're finally on our last stretch. For those keen eyes out there, this stream was supposed to go on, like, I think in October, and then we found out that was during I forgot what happened, but it just we kind of misscheduled some stuff, so we are now finishing it today. So for those of you who don't know who I am Josh. I am one of the hosts here at Wing Canvas. Usually it's between me or Jesse on Saturdays, and then it's Iggy pretty much all Sundays. So welcome back, for those who are subscribed to us and who have been watching us for a while, welcome back. And for those who are new, just joining us today, welcome and hope you enjoy our stream. If you don't know who we are a Wing Canvas. We are a YouTube channel where we make art tutorial videos on tips, tricks, and drawing advice to better help our fellow art nerds in this art community of ours. But we're not just a YouTube channel. We are actually an art school that originated here in Canada. But due to COVID and everything, we ended up moving online, and now we're kind of filling out our virtual presence, so to speak. So we don't just offer a variety of YouTube videos, we also offer a lot of classes, virtual classes that range from drawing foundations to drawing and painting classes that I teach myself here Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. We also teach animation, digital illustration, and cartooning and anime classes. So if you've been wanting to improve your art and get feedback from one of our amazing teachers and artists, then I highly recommend signing up for one of our classes. It's the best way to improve, as I do believe that, feedback in the moment or getting direct feedback from kind of teachers or people who kind of understand or have been drawing for a while, it's probably one of the best ways to grow and learn. And if you'd like to support us further, we also offer Patreon, and I forgot to put up those banners, but we do have Patreon where you will gain access to bonus perks such as feedbacks from our teachers here, recorded classes, file accesses to one of our classes or stream demos, as well as emotes and members badges. So if any of those sound interesting to you and you want to help support us further, we do have a Patreon, so definitely feel free to check those out. We are also on social media such as Discord, Instagram, and Facebook. Definitely check us out there, because this way you'll never miss out on announcements, discounts, or classes when our live stream goes up, as well as all the artwork that we make here on the stream. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those things, after this stream I will be posting the animation GIF as well as the video, or I think it's just a video actually, or the GIF, onto Discord so you guys can see it there. And then our lovely social media people also upload it to Instagram and Facebook as well as YouTube. So yeah, that's probably the best way to keep track of all the stuff that we do. So yeah, that's pretty much the rigmarole. And before we start the actual kind of feature presentation of today, which is the Earth animation, we always do a monthly challenge kind of shout out. So every month we have a new monthly challenge. Last week was, I think, some kind of haunted, scary creature challenge, because it's October, it's gotta be something Halloween related. But this month it's accurate anatomy, so it doesn't have to be human anatomy as long as it's kind of just anatomy in general. So it can be with animals, creatures, monsters, or humans. That's probably maybe the most straightforward and common one. So we're going to get into that first, and then once we do that, we'll go into the whole animation side of things. So here we go. And our first one here is by someone by the name of Brodica. I think Brodica, not too sure. But I really love these kind of mannequin studies of the human body. Really, really well drawn over here. Really love all the kind of nuances and angles with the body. Really careful observation of the human figure and all that kind of stuff. So great work over here. Really love how you've broken down the body and everything like that. So yeah, not really much to... I don't really have any maybe feedbacks or criticism, but I love all the different angles. I love that there's also action poses and everything like that, and you're not afraid to get into the feet and the toes and the hands as well. So awesome work. I really love this running one actually. This one's actually really good. I like this one, so good. Okay, so yeah, thank you, Brodica. Then the next one we have is by Twisted Lane here. Maybe I'll put away the overview for now. But here's one by Twisted Lane. I really like this one because I think they had a little challenge that they gave themselves where these were supposed to be like a dwarven race, like fantasy dwarf characters. So they're not supposed to be children, they're like adults. So the challenge was like, how do you make someone look adult proportionally and muscular wise, but they're kind of have a more dwarven proportion. So I thought that was like a neat challenge to give themselves, but I think you did a really good job. I think what helps sells it is like the whole armpit area and like the way the abdomen is stretched. There's a consistency in the flow in that. So yeah, great job. Did really good, nice work with this one. Also really love the colors, love how vibrant and saturated you are with these. So yeah, great work. And then we got one by Quinn. I tried to find some that weren't just kind of human anatomy. So we got some here that's like mech anatomy. I feel like, you know, more focused on like the smaller aspects of like the foot and the leg, and then the larger one maybe got a little bit too ambitious, but I really love how the legs look. Not sure if you're using reference or anything, but whether you're copying it or learning from reference, I mean, these turned out really, really good. Like, it feels really believable and three-dimensional and all that kind of stuff. And I definitely know that drawing mech is not easy. So, yeah, great job here, Quinn. Or is it Quinn? Yes, it's Quinn. And then lastly, this is by Zipporah, I think. Yeah, you know, a lot of feet and hand studies. Great work here. Yeah, I know there's some like torso studies, but I think like the feet kind of like the structure turned out really, really well. Really like how sharp and angular it is. Kind of similar to how I approach it. But yeah, these turned out really good. I really like the stylistic approach to the hand and feet studies. So good work. And okay, so kind of quick, simple, nice and sweet. And then now we're going to head right into the actual animation portion of it. So today we are animating the theme of Earth, but I was kind of like, man, Earth. How do you animate Earth without it being just like pretty much a copy of The Last Airbender? So that's why in the voting polls, I was like a rock creature, maybe like a rock monster. We could maybe animate it, the rock creature maybe like smashing the hand and then there's like rubble coming off or something. But the community has spoken and you guys wanted me to do a volcanic creature. Now what's kind of interesting is like right before I went to bed last night, someone did go like, hey, instead of just like a normal volcanic creature, could you animate like a volcanic lady on an island or something? I'm guessing similar to like Moana or that Lava Pixar short, or was it a Disney short? Not too sure. So that's actually kind of what I did. I went ahead before class started and just did a really quick, or not class, before stream started, I went ahead and just did a really quick sketch rough of what the character might look like. So yeah, we gotta, I don't know if this makes quite a lot of sense. I don't know. It was based off of the request in the comments where they were like, I want a pretty girl that's on like a volcanic island. I'm like, okay, sure. So it's kind of it. It's kind of a little jarring. It's more of like this giant dress kind of thing. But this is kind of the approach. Added some birds to give a sense of scale and whatnot. And the mountains coming down is kind of like the dress, and it kind of parts away, kind of like different island chunks and the ripple of the water and all that kind of stuff. So in terms of animation, I think what I'll do is maybe have a little bit of like volcanic rocks coming off the top maybe, and like have some smoke animation. Maybe you can animate a little bit of like the birds moving. I don't know, some kind of like small subtle stuff, and this more of like a moving illustration type of approach rather than the whole full-on moving sequence and whatnot. So yeah, just gonna base it off of this, and since the rough is already here, I'm just gonna take the time to clean it up. This way we have as much time as possible to basically just dive right into animating it and whatnot. The way I like to treat these kind of streams is they're kind of like chill and draw. So if you want to draw along, create your own kind of volcanic character or your own earth element type of character and animate it, or just do a standstill illustration, that's totally cool. And definitely feel free to share it on our Discord. tag me if you want me to take a look at it. That way I can, like, you know, see everybody's cool creations, and it kind of helps, you know, flesh out and build out the community and everything. Drawing, talking. Oh, you mean like dialogue and everything? Oh, right. Yeah, before I get into dialogue, thank you, Kevin, for reminding me. We do have an winter portfolio camp that I am hosting. Let me take a quick look because I saved the page. Yes, so registration for portfolio camps are open now. They are running from during the winter break from December 27th to the 29th and January 2nd to the 5th. So if anybody here is maybe preparing for university portfolio or even high school portfolios, this is a great camp to be in. It's going to be an intensive workshop where I'm going to be going through different assignments for everybody, or going through technical kind of tips and advice in drawing like people and how to paint, so that it better helps with your portfolio preparation. But even if you're not preparing your portfolio, this will be a very good kind of intensive kind of technical camp. So if you want to like really push your technical chops, I would say this is a really good camp to check out. Actually, I have the web page here. Might as well just like put it full screen here so that everybody can see it. But yeah, here are the dates. So if anybody is curious about it, there are the dates. There's an early bird kind of session happening right now. So, and spots are super limited. So there's only 6 slots, not a lot of people. So if you want to check it out, and if you think it might help out, I would highly recommend it. We'll get real technical in these kind of workshops in camps. But yeah, there's a discount, and thank you, Kevin, for putting up like notices on discounts and how to register and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, just putting it out there. If any of this sounds interesting to you, definitely go and check it out. And okay, yeah, it's kind of it for the portfolio winter camp highlight, at least from me. That's the camp that I will be hosting, and then I'm sure Iggy will also talk about the camp that he will be hosting as well during the winter. So yeah, okay, cool. Oh yeah, dialogue, that's a good one. I don't know if I'll have time to go into today, but just think about the mouth shapes. Just kind of like sound them out. Kind of common mouth shapes that you have are like the O sound, like O, oh my goodness, O, the O sound. Ah is more of like a ah sound. So kind of sound out the way you talk when you say words. And then E, so E would be kind of like a stretched mouth shape. And then you have like closed mouth shapes. So like sounds, and yeah, like P or sounds, they're all closed. So the amount of movements your mouth has when talking is actually not that much. It's more of just like timing it. And definitely get a mirror. I would say if you're animating lip syncing, get a mirror, look at how your lips move as you're talking, and try to pay attention to what you emphasize in terms of mouth movements. Another really quick tip for animating lip sync is that you usually want to animate it 2 frames ahead. So if the audio is like playing right here, let's say the audio is playing right here, maybe I'll put it like this. If the audio is playing on frame 3, you actually, and it's like an O sound, you want to make the mouth actually open 2 frames ahead. So you'd actually want to have the character's mouth open on frame 1 instead of frame 3, because I guess it's the whole light moves faster than sound, so we perceive things faster than we hear it. So we usually have a little bit of a delay when we hear something. So usually 2 frames is a good one. If you find that it feels a little bit too early, then maybe just put it 1 frame ahead. But the good rule of thumb is usually 2 frames ahead when you're doing a lip sync kind of thing. And the other thing too about mouth movements is that you can actually get away quite a lot with just having a mouth go open and then closed, kind of like a puppet. So that's kind of just like a very simple one just to test out. If you're ever like want to try out lip syncing, just practice opening and closing the mouth when a person's talking and see if you can time it, basically. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Quick, that's just like a really really quick crash course rundown on how to do a lip sync. But yeah, let's see, let's call this lines, and gonna use a darker color to kind of highlight everything. And you know what, sure, let's use this brush. There's a big one right now. That's pretty good, actually. I'll stick with this one. Yeah, feel free to continue throwing questions. I love, because, you know, usually animation is pretty, I wouldn't say like chill, because it requires a certain amount of focus and kind of attention when animating, but yeah, definitely feel free to throw out your questions, and I'll try to answer as many as I can while I'm kind of drawing and animating. It's kind of just like a chill and chat while I'm drawing stuff. Yeah, for this character, I guess in terms of like my thought process as I animated or as I drew this character, I kind of just wanted someone like really simple in terms of design. Wanted a kind of more cartoony, chibi, I guess. I don't know. This is not technically chibi. Chibi is more animation or anime related. This one's more, I guess, Lowish inspired. I don't know if people know who Lowish is, but she's like a really good, very famous, well-known kind of character designer. I think she, for a moment, worked for Lego, actually. I don't know if she still does work for Lego, but yeah, kind of simpler, kind of simple character design, very rounded, soft shapes and everything. Do you have advice for drawing on paper? I would say draw big, you know, get a nice big sketch pad. 9 by 12 is always like a good safe one. I personally prefer kind of 11 by 14. It's a little bit bigger, a bit chunkier. But draw lightly. Learn to be kind of loose with your lines. Don't put too much pressure on like making sure your lines are, what am I saying? Don't press too hard is basically what I'm saying. It saves your wrists and it's good for your hands, and it's also just a good practice to have in general when drawing, is to not press too hard and everything. So I guess that's kind of like the biggest tip that most people will give you, is that like when you're drawing, try not to press too hard, be loose with your lines, and yeah. How would you animate weight? Like lifting something? Weight is all about timing, essentially. I would say if you want to animate someone, the first project that most people will have you do when you're animating and you want to practice weight is rocks. So animate someone lifting something heavy. It could be a box, it could be a big boulder, but maybe that's probably why I said a rock. But animate someone kind of walking up to it and then bending down and then lifting it up. And it's actually a lot harder than some people tend to give it credit for. I think a lot of people don't recognize how hard it can be to animate something heavy and whatnot. Hi, hello. What's up, Elijah K? What's up? Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm right now just cleaning up the character before we start animating it. So, kind of joined at a very chill moment during stream. Maybe something like that. And let me see the ears. Hopefully this looks okay, because I just did the rough really quickly without actually checking to see if it looks good or if it works. But I feel like it's looking not too bad. Sometimes during cleanup I forget to check whether it like works or not. But I think it's looking not too bad. I was in here at the start. What's happening? I am gonna animate a volcanic girl that's kind of an island, so you can see her dress kind of fans out like the dress, but it's kind of like an island, and she has hair kind of tied up to make it look like a volcano's opening. I don't know, what do you call those, like the volcanic funnel, I guess. Yeah, and then we're gonna animate like lava and smoke kind of coming out and everything. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be great. I guess maybe eyebrows should be like maybe over here. How are you doing, Joanne? On this cold weekend. For those of you guys who aren't in Canada, it's like 5 degrees right now, or 4 degrees. It's pretty cold right now. So yeah, cold Canadian day. It is a cold Canadian day. Are you also, like, how cold is it for you, Kevin? I don't know where you are in Canada specifically, but I'm assuming it's probably cold for you as well. Yeah, how are the mods doing on this fine, cold Canadian day? And I wonder if the guy from who recommended that I do this, I wonder if he's here or if they're here. I'm doing this for you, random citizen. Hope you guys know where that's from. And thank you, random citizen. Live in Southern Ontario. Oh, is it cold? I guess you're closer to the lake, I'm guessing. Probably colder for you. Oh, hey, Paul Ford. What's up? I heard Canada's so cold. Okay, I don't think it's that cold. I feel like, the movies tend to make it feel like Canada's absolutely, like, barren and cold, but it's not. I don't think it's that bad. I think media just tends to exaggerate it a little bit. But, I mean, it's cold, don't get me wrong. But I don't think it's as cold as movies tend to make fun of us for. It's like, oh, it's Canada. It's, like, absolutely cold. And I'm like, it's okay. It's not that bad. And everything, yeah. Between two lakes? Ooh, yeah, I guess it's probably way colder for you then, because you're closer to bodies of water. And it's probably way more like humid. It's like that humid cold. The frigid air. Not the refrigerator brand, but Okay. That looks pretty good. Face cleanup doesn't look too bad. All 4 seasons in one day? What? I've never heard of that. All 4 seasons in one day? Is that a thing? I've never heard of it described as that. Yo, I didn't miss this one. How you doing? I am doing good. Malavoice? Oh, that's a cool name. Canadian fall. But dude, I love the cold. I was kind of hoping that it would be cold this year, and October gave me a lot of hope, October was like pretty cold, because last year I feel like October just would not let go of the 20 degrees. And I was like, this year it was actually dipping down to like 10s and everything. I was like, oh yes, it's gonna be cold this year. And then now November is just like, no, I don't want it to be I don't want it to be under 10. I'm gonna hold on to the 10. I'm like, why? Let go. Stop it. Let it be cold. I know that's like an uncommon opinion. I feel like most people are just like, no, no more cold. Don't want the cold. But I want it. I want it to be cold. Ooh, okay. I'm not too sure how to approach this, like, the volcanic opening, but we will figure it out as we move along. Also trying to figure out what the perspective of these. I guess in a way they're kind of like dreads. Taking some inspiration from Hades. Don't know if anybody played it, but there's that. I forgot her name. There's this one character. It's Orpheus's wife, I think, and she's got like her head is like a broccoli, and her hair is like basically dreads but tied up like broccoli. And I was like, oh, that's such a cool design. So I am taking some inspiration from that. Yeah, Hades. I'm so excited for Hades 2. Oh my goodness. That game, I am so curious as to how they're going to change it, because it's like the first game was pretty much perfect in a sense. Like, sure, there's some things you could be like, oh, I would adjust this, I would change that, but I'm kind of like that first game was like so good. I would not change anything about it. But now they're making a second one, and now I'm kind of thinking like, okay, well, if I could change some stuff, what would you change? Or like, how would you even change it? Who knows? I don't know. Not too sure. I feel like I should add one more, like right here. Okay, this one would be a good. Okay, now we got like, kind of like an opening for this person. For like the smoke and the lava spews, like the rocks to come out. Let me see. If they look like French fries, just ignore that thought. Just ignore that thought. These are kind of like those squarish rocks. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but there's those like squarish rocks over in like Europe or something. Yeah, just imagine that's what these are. These are those squarish rocks and everything. I would never bothered. Let's see. Oh, hey, yeah, I'm just catching up chat right now. I am doing good. Hope you're doing good, Malavoice. Cold never bothered you anyways. It did not. Yeah. Hades is really good, yeah. Using Celsius or Fahrenheit? Yeah, Celsius. I don't understand Fahrenheit. You know, like the logistics of it. You know, like Celsius just makes so much more sense. You know, but I'm saying that as someone who's grown up with with Celsius, so it makes sense to me. But I don't know. I think Fahrenheit is a little bit too much. Basically, Fahrenheit like tries to accommodate for every single change in like the temperature, so it's a little bit more minute is how I like to think of it, whereas like Celsius is a little bit more broad in how it tracks temperature. But I'm just more of like, guys, why literally every change in temperature you gotta keep track of it? I don't know. But I was watching a video where it's like, you know, temperature is basically just your own personal preference, in the sense of like, someone will be like, oh, it's cold outside, and you'll go out and it's like 10 degrees, and it's like 10 degrees isn't cold, you know. So temperature is just like how you kind of associate it for yourself, I guess. Yeah, lava French fries. Yeah, you know it. Slap the warm out of its hands. Oh, Eurydice? Is it Eurydice? I think it is. Yeah. I don't know if it's spelled that way, but I think it is Eurydice. Yeah. Wow, look at that. Jordan coming in clutch with the names. Different moveset change. Yeah, I think what they should do is create different lanes for the game, but I don't know how complicated that would be. Gotta let the puppo out. Hey, nice, nice. Yeah, I feel like if I were to change the game, it's more of like I would expand on the lanes that you had in the game. So in the first game, you can only take one approach. Like you had only one direction to head in. But I think in the second game, they should have multiple lanes that you could take. And it might give you like different endings and different like approaches. But I'm not a game designer. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that's a good idea. But I feel like it would be a good idea. I don't know. Okay. So we got her there. Now the body, I might have the body a little bit odd. So, but you know, it's fine. Since this is a animation stream, it's more about the animation, right? So, you know, if I mess up on the body proportions a little bit, don't hate me for it. Let's see. I feel like the arm might be a bit off, but I'll adjust it. I'll fix it later. Think about it afterwards. Drawing traditionally. Oh yeah, someone asked tips on drawing traditionally. For me also, I would say try to experiment around with drawing with different materials. So a lot of the times, you know, people just kind of stick with pencils and whatnot. But I would say experiment around with pens and felt tip markers or Sharpie or brush pens. Like all those things change the way you kind of observe and approach drawing. So I would say check out different materials, try them out, all that kind of stuff. Because you never know how it might like push you in how you're drawing and everything. So, yeah. This one, okay. My idea for her hand over here was to have her kind of like holding the dress, but I realized if her dress is made out of like rocks and trees, she can't really grab onto her so-called dress. So I guess I'll have to kind of, I don't know, readjust it somehow. I don't know. We shall see. Again, kind of going along with this. Not really too sure. Oh, also I just realized I drew her hand the wrong way. Okay. Let me see. Thumb. Where would the thumb be? Thumb would be here. I love how this is perfectly like appropriate for this month's theme being anatomy, because clearly I did not figure out what the anatomy would be like for this character. You know, I'm just gonna go for something clean and straightforward, nothing over the top. His finger probably be like this. Yeah, we'll just say we're hiding the ring finger, and then pinky is over there. Does this look proper for the hand? Probably could be better, but we're gonna ignore it for now just because, you know, don't really got the time, so, you know, it's okay. Thumb might be a bit more flat, actually. We'll say thumb is like here. Okay, cool, nice. I don't know what to do. Sadie comb. Maybe How about what do you like to draw? Maybe you could start off with something you enjoy drawing first. So, I don't know. For me, I like drawing characters. So, if I was ever like stuck, like burnt out, or if I'm like art block, I feel like for me, my go-to is characters. But I don't know what it would be like for you. Something simple too. If I were to draw a character to get out of art block, I would do like, I don't know, maybe just a portrait. I wouldn't bother with like face designs or anything like that. I would just worry about portraiture and everything. Yeah. If the animation go for the hand will look nice. Is that with the assumption that I'm gonna animate the hands? I don't know about animating the hands. It's like, you know what's crazy is like, oh yeah, you know how everybody hates drawing hands, and then animators are like, well, let me tell you, I gotta draw hands nonstop. So, hands. Yeah, I don't know about drawing hands nonstop there, but and animating hands, not sure about that, but I was just gonna animate, you know, the birds and like some lava. And actually, yeah, and like smoke and kind of like rocks spewing out and everything. Ooh, yes. Okay, this will sell the fact that her hand is in front. Cover that thumb with island. With the island. Sorry if I'm moving around a lot. I tend to like zoom in and out when I'm drawing. That's why I have the actually. This is why I have the this out here, so that when I'm zooming in and out, you can still see what the whole thing looks as a whole. Because I realize that I zoom in and out quite a lot, and it kind of probably quite dizzying, and so that's why I'm like, okay, let me just show you guys what it looks like with the as a whole and everything. We also have a forum thread discussing art block if you like. Hey, look at that. Got Kevin coming in. Doing studies, redrawing. Yeah, for me to get re-inspired, I like to do studies. That's a big one for me. Something simple, nice and straightforward. Also, I feel like the ones that turn out the best are when you kind of just let go, be loose, don't worry about like whether it looks good or not. Just kind of get the momentum going, get the flow of the drawing there. And then once it's there, you're hopefully the goal is that your body and motivation kind of kicks back in, and you're able to get in the mood to draw again. Yeah, but for me, definitely what helps is studies. Doing studies are for me. That's my thing. Don't know what your thing will be, but yeah. Let's see. Local artist. I know teaches in a local college. He told me that he once spent a whole class on drawing hands. Dude, I'm telling you, yeah, drawing hands, it's a whole thing. You know? It's a whole thing. What else can I say about it? It is everybody's biggest kind of gripe. Hands. Might have drawn the fingers a bit too big. Trying to like simplify it too. I don't want to be too over the top with the fingers. I feel like I made her hand kind of big, but I'm not too sure. Let's see. Let's put the thumb just a smidge smaller. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, originally the idea is that something landed on her hand, but I realized if I had a bird land on her hand, it's like really small. You can't really you can't really see the the bird landing on the hand. So, I mean, I guess I could still have birds, but I don't know. Not too sure. We will see. We will see. The hands master. They just don't stop. They won't stop. Can't stop. I'm in the Discord for a while, but I don't see the phone thread. Oh. Look at Kevin helping out the community. Yeah, so the island's gonna be here. Every time I say island, I'm so tempted to just start going like, I'm an island boy. And I'm like, don't do it. Don't say it. I don't know where that's from actually. Just heard a bunch of people always say that. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of, it's funny. Hands gotta move, don't they? No, I don't want to animate hands though. I don't even know if we'll have time to animate hands. That's the other thing too, is like, sure, animating hands would be kind of neat, but I don't know if I have time to animate hands. That's the other problem, because it would be a lot. And she's also, you know, she's an island. It's a lot to move hands, so, you know, it's okay. There's no need to move the hands. Does anyone put up their Christmas decorations yet? I know the whole joke is that, like, once Halloween is done, Christmas decorations, they start coming out. But I don't know if that's, like, true for people. I don't know if people have started breaking out the Christmas decorations. Let's not animate the hands. It's a song. Oh, is it a song? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. It's not animate. Yeah, you know, she's an island. It's a lot of effort to move the hands, so, you know, no need to move the hands. I am on board with not moving the hands. I might have ran out of space. I think I'm gonna just elongate or shrink down the drawing just a little bit. Okay, we're almost done the drawing of her. Let's see how much time. We've got about an hour. I think that's okay, considering like this animation sequence is more of like a illustrated animation. So it's gonna be more like a nice kind of chilled piece. Oh, clouds. Okay, I gotta add clouds to this piece as well. Yeah. It's turning out pretty good. I actually quite like this one. Not too bad. I haven't seen The Neighborhood, but I don't have any up yet. Yeah, not until December. December, I guess, yeah, I don't know. My parents are always like, put up the decorations, it's November. Or at least my mom is. My mom, I feel like, prefers having the decorations up by like November or something. And I'm like, I mean, nobody else helps me put up the decorations. Kind of thing, so. You know what? Nah, we're just gonna keep it just her. I think I prefer that. Okay, nice. Looking pretty good. Not too bad. I'm just gonna add the shores in, and then I think it is good to start animating. not gonna be too dark with the shore lines to kind of make it feel like, you know, it's like very subtle. Yeah, this is why we can't animate the hands, because it means I gotta animate like the shrubbery and and everything moving along with it. That's too much. I don't know about that. Yeah. Volin told John's on nodding him to decorate everything. Yeah, that's pretty much. Hey, where are the lights at? I'm like, let's see some lights. I'm like, okay, guess I'm the only one putting in the decorations again this year. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, she does the outside, or at least tries to do the outside, and then I work on the inside kind of thing. Yeah. I kind of want to do something for her shirt or her. What is this called? I'm just so bad with like names of outfits. Like, is this a dress? Like the top. What would you call the top? Is it a blouse? It's not a blouse, right? Yeah, I don't know. Why am I blanking on like what what clothing names are called? Oops. Curve of this should go up. Let's. I don't know. I'm not much of a. You know what? We'll keep it simple. Gonna keep it straightforward. You tell me. Is it a dress? I see it as part of the dress. I guess it's like the top part of the dress. It's probably the better word for it. You're the one designing. I know nothing about outfits. A bodice. Bodice. I don't know. Top. We'll just call it a top. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I think I'm not gonna make it smaller because the image is already pretty small. We're just gonna resize it. Let's just make it 9 by 11. Make it 9 by 11. Hey, okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Nice. Hey, this looks pretty good. I'm like, I don't want to animate this. I just want to color it right now. I'm actually pretty. This looks pretty good. Just gonna smoothen out the hairlines a little bit and everything. Yeah. Actually, wait. This hair curl just kind of appears out of nowhere. Okay. Kind of. We'll do it like that. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I guess this is kind of it. Oh, the birds. Let's see. Where'd I guess I just had one bird. Just put a bird. Okay, the bird actually, because we're gonna animate the birds, I think. Let's see. Line character. We'll just call this character lines. Character lines, and then the birds are gonna be another layers. So this way I can animate it without bothering with accidentally messing it up. Birds are here. It's gonna be simple. Maybe like I'll add like a few other birds around. Kind of, they're circling her, and then just animate clouds. Okay, I don't know about animating clouds. Let me take that back. Don't take my word for it. Animating clouds, but we'll just add like a few cloud wisps. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if compositionally if I should add clouds. Let me see. They don't really look like clouds, I guess. Don't judge me. No. We're not gonna bother with clouds. It's taking up the composition. So, okay. design itself, I think, would be considered a halter top. Oh, okay, okay. But the top and bottom portions are connected. A halter dress. You know, I was thinking about that, of like cutting like right here so that, you know, it's top part and the lower part aren't connected, but I don't know. A program, yeah. Krita, would you like to see Josh try to animate in other programs? Oh, oh, Kevin, okay. Yeah, there are a lot of like different programs to help animate, but so far, I've every time we stream, I've just been using Krita just because it's really simple, it's easy, um, whoops, and it's free. So there's like no hassle in trying to like download it or upgrade it or anything like that. So everything is very straightforward. Okay, I think this is it. Got an hour to do some small, simple animations. I guess I should do the smoke, maybe. Smoke. Okay, I guess if we do the smoke, I should have her be a little bit lower, and I guess we'll make the image a bit bigger. Let's see, height. We'll make it 13. And we'll just lower her a little bit. There we go. And you know what? We'll add some blacks here. I know we should get into the animating, but I'm like, I want to contrast it with some blacks, some like darker values. Keep the piece kind of interesting and whatnot. Yeah. I'm not gonna approach it in the way that I did the rooster though, because the rooster I went a little bit I went quite into it for the rendering of the rooster, but I don't think we have the time for her. But yeah, okay. So we got the bird, and then we're gonna animate smoke. So we're gonna put smoke. Why am I doing this to myself? I don't know. Smoke. Why am I animating smoke? The hothead, yo. Okay, time to bring up that timeline. Okay. And this is why I have the overview, so you guys can still see it as I'm doing it. Character, just gonna lock that. Maybe we'll do like, okay, let's see. Starting one. I feel like 40 is a good amount. I feel like I always do 40 actually. Let's just do 30. 30 should be good. Auto key blank. Yep. We're gonna start with the birds first, just probably because the bird is the easiest. Gonna duplicate that. Oh, I guess like a really quick trick. If you're animating on Krita, or maybe this is even relevant for like other programs as well, is that if you have a full drawing, like for example, let's say I want to animate my character, and I'm like, oh, I need to add a frame. If I click add blank frame, it deletes my character, and it's like, no, all the hard work that I did on the character, it's gone. Well, guess what? You could just press add duplicate frame, and it does the exact same stuff. So there's actually no harm in doing it in that way. I realized that, let me see, the birds. I drew this line on the wrong layer. Okay. Wow. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Oh, is it because I animated it already? Oh my goodness. You know what? Whatever. That line's gonna just go away. You know what? Whatever. Not gonna bother with it. Okay. So, birds. Gonna do the birds first. Probably like a very simple animation. I'm not gonna do anything crazy with it. Let's see. And I'm just gonna animate straight ahead just because, you know, it's just a bird. There's nothing crazy about it. Be like a little moving animation. Yeah. Miss the hothead. It's free, so anyone can. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if you want to follow along, feel free to follow along. That'd be awesome. Kevin, do you animate? Do you follow along, Kevin? Putting Kevin on the spot. I want to see your animations, Kevin. I know Joanne, you dabble in a little bit, so I don't know if either of you or either of you, I don't know. Do either of you kind of try out animating? I know Evianon, she does it, but I don't know about you two. Not anymore. I animate, but I don't illustrate. Oh, no way. Pixel art? That's so sick. Dude, is it tedious? I've never tried pixel art before, so I don't know, like, what it's like for pixel art. I've never tried it. I've seen people who do it, and I'm just like, man, that looks like a lot of work. Had to be here to hear. You can see some of them and roast me when I realized the new. Oh, okay. I know a lady whose name is Et Etna. Like the volcano. Oh. Okay, okay. I love the little bird. Okay, well, we're gonna try to see how it goes, because I don't know how well. Oh my goodness, yo, that's so sick. I don't know why I'm surprised, but that's so cool. I think it's because she's so big, and then you see this little bird just like flying. That's so weird. That's so interesting. Oh my goodness. That's so neat. That's kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, it's just gonna be a quick, simple little illustration. I mean, it's working. So, and the fact that it's so small and it's like, yeah, okay. Actually, do birds even fly this way? I don't even know. I should ask my friend. I was like, hey, is this how a bird moves? Is this how it is? Birds move like this? This is a scale proportion. Just a little bird next to a giant lady. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know if you guys ever watched like oh, did you guys see the new Ultraman trailer? I don't know if you guys grew up with Ultraman, but my dad loved Ultraman, so I've seen a little bit of it like, as a kid. But that new Ultraman trailer from Netflix looks really, really good. It, it's a little bit maybe over stylized on his size, like they really stylized his like traps, but it looks so good. It's actually I love the style that they were going for. I hope the movie's good. I actually kind of was like, "Yo, Dad, check it out. There's a new not Power Rangers. There's a new Ultraman movie." And he'll be like, "I'm too old to watch Ultraman." No, it's like, "No, you're never too old to watch Ultraman, Dad. You can watch Ultraman if you want." Okay. Let's see. That's pretty sick. Yeah, it looks so good. Literally the size of a dragon. Yeah, you know what? Maybe it's not a bird. Who knows? Maybe it is a dragon. That's true. The bird, okay, like, yes, the bird's probably a bit larger than it should be, but it's at that point it'd be so hard to draw because the resolution's not that much either, so it can only, I mean, the scale's okay. Yeah, it's a little bit large, but I think it works. I think it's fine. You know, it's an island with a giant woman on it, so I think it's okay to be like, hey, you know what? This bird's a little bit bigger. It's a little bit bigger than it should be. Here, what was it? Waffle Whiz. I'll make this next bird smaller just for you. I'll make it smaller. Look at the pixels that I'm working with. I don't have that many pixels to work with. Forgot who it was. At the beginning of the stream, like before the stream started, someone did say like animation is like once you learn it, animating everything else is like the same. And I will say that that is pretty much true because you're essentially just reusing all the same principles over and over again. But even though that sounds easy, mastering animation is kind of what makes it hard. It's kind of like knowing how the timing of it, the performance of it, and I'm not saying that I have it like mastered as well. Like I feel like even professional animators end up taking like years to really perfect their performance, perfect like the characterization of what they want, what they're imagining, what they're seeing. So, I do agree. Yeah, animation, it's pretty simple. Like once you know the principles, like getting it down's not that bad. It's more so like whether you're able to master it and get the performance, get the nuances down, whether your storytelling is good, making sure things don't look janky and all that kind of stuff. So, good point though. Good point to bring up. I feel like as I'm drawing it though, I'm making the bird just bigger and bigger. So-called bird. Make it huge. It adds to the Oh. Okay, this one is a quote unquote bird. Quote unquote bird, and then okay, let's see how it looks. The other one's a dragon, okay? So we got birds and dragons. Yeah. Nice and simple. I feel like if those who didn't watch the stream, I'm gonna like post this and like, hey, check out the animation, and people are gonna be like, what animation? And I don't see anything. And it's like these like small little birds just like flapping in the wind. It's like, oh, that animation. Oh, that's where it is. They're flapping in sync. Ah, dang it, no. That's true. Dang it. That's a good point. You know what? You know what, Joanne? The birds aren't real anyways. They're all robots. So, they're gonna flap in sync. They're all controlled. They're all robots. Animator's worst nightmare. Things in sync. It's like, no, Joanne, why'd you bring it up? Shh, it's okay. They don't need to know the birds are in sync. If they don't know, they'll never spot it. Black albatross. Here, I'll make this one flap a little bit faster. This one is going speedy. It's like really, really flapping its wings to get where they need to go. It's intentional. Exactly, yeah, yeah. You know, if you don't say anything about it, it's totally intentional, guys. Totally planned it out. Hey, okay. Nice. It's like kind of simple, kind of sweet. They also not going to loop properly. Yeah, I mean, Kevin, how am I gonna loop it? They're moving forward. Unless they do a loopity loop, loopity loop kind of thing where they go kind of back, circle back. 30 seconds. 30 frames might be a bit short though, but it's 407. Okay, if we have time, I'll extend the animation, but right now I kind of want to do the whole smoke at the top first. Let's see, smoke. Oh boy, smoke. Why have I done this to myself? Okay, smoke. We're gonna do it simple. I'm not gonna do like a super. I say that now, but yeah, I don't know if you guys have watched my stream. You know, sometimes tend to blow things out of proportion in terms of complexity. So we'll see. Here's a quick drawing of a smoke. We'll probably just stick to simple smoke movements of like just having it just wiggle back and forth, you know, something nice and simple. Just gonna clean these up before I start animating the smoke. Josh is very ambitious with 2 hours. More like 1 hour. Only got 1 hour left to animate smoke. And got the birds, got the smoke, got rocks. I still gotta animate the rocks shooting out too. The most ambitious. I mean, this is okay. I wouldn't say it's the most ambitious. I think to this day, the most ambitious one is still the sword fighting one. Ooh, that one was. Ooh, that one was a whole another level there. I'll probably end up like smoothing this one some more over time. And then this is when it gets quiet because I'm trying to like focus on animating the smoke and everything. Okay, let's see. I mean, at the end of the day, as long as it's moving, probably should be okay. Fire chicken. Hey, oh, thank you, Joanne. Yeah, the fire chicken, honestly, that one was not. I mean, okay, when I say not planned, I didn't intend for me to get that into it. I was like, dang, this fire chicken's on fire. Like this is a fire drawing of a chicken. Fire chicken. I did not intend for it to end up being as cool as it would have been. But yeah, this one's also turning out pretty neat too. Oop, that's a bit much. Okay. Oops. Actually, maybe I'll have this start going down so then this can combine. I know I'm cheating a little bit because of time. So we'll see how this goes. Still working on convincing Josh show about these two. About the chicken and the fire lady? So I mean that sounds interesting. Wait, right. You had some idea about like the fire chicken. Yeah. I like kind of remember now. Dude, it feels like it's been so long since the fire chicken. Just gotta, I need to practice simplifying the animation more, just be like, just have a simple wave back and forth. It's fine. Okay, let's see. Yeah. You know what? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna redo it. I'm just gonna have a really simple smoke. Because I'm just gonna have it go simple back and forth, guys. Just gonna have it be simple. It was too ambitious. We're not gonna. Well, yeah. It's really cool. It was cool, Kevin, but I don't think we can pull it off with the amount of time that we had. So we're just gonna go very simple smokes. Nothing too crazy this time. When was that stream? Oh, the fire chicken stream? I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I want to say. I don't know. It was like a while ago. Not like super long, but it was a while ago. Yeah. And then we start bringing it back. Start bringing it back. Just gonna move these up. Yeah, because we got 45 minutes. That's like an okay amount of time. Not too worried, but I want to get like a somewhat decent amount of smoke drawn in. Might not be the cleanest, but trying to get in a little bit in. Ooh. Maybe I rushed a little bit with the smoke. Just pulling it this way. So go up. Pulling it this way. So it goes up. Trying to just get that S curve motion with the fire as it's kind of like wiggling, basically. Just trying to do a simple wiggling smoke sequence. It's like kind of working. I think what helps is just to like move up slowly. And I'm trying to work from the base, because the base is what kind of guides the smoke. So it's pulling it in this direction right now. So I'm kind of like, okay, the base is pulling the smoke over to the right hand side now. And so this will start straightening out. And this will move up, but also start shifting over. And then if this starts pulling over, then this starts also shifting up and straightening out a little bit as well. So yeah, I'm just trying to walk through in my mind what will be happening in the processes. Was it 3 weeks ago? No way. That is it really that long ago? Oh my goodness. Dang. Didn't feel that long. That's crazy. Wait. And just add maybe one more, so I can kind of see where it's going. Yeah, sometimes animation, it just feels like you're juggling two things at once. Whatever. Does everyone have a favorite thing to draw? In this case, animate. Simple smoke does feel better. Yeah. Yeah, more manageable. Right, Joanna? Whoops. And then with the onion skin, I can kind of see what my trajectory kind of was. Too. Ew, it's kind of trippy. I don't know how smooth it'll be though. Probably finish up the 30 frames and then see it how it goes. $5. Thank you, Joe Road. Wow, thank you. Keep up the good work. I will. Thank you, Joe Road. Really appreciate the encouragement and the donation. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hope you're doing good too. Okay. And then I think I'm gonna finally start bringing it back. It's coming back. It's coming back. Cats, I guess. Literally the only thing I've animated. Nice, nice. I mean, that's cool too. I like the simplicity. Well, I don't know if cats are simple, but I guess they can be. Yeah. It's like a wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle in terms of, I guess let me see, can I reposition this? Yes, okay. Might have accidentally dragged it up. Kind of moving back now, so this starts straightening. But the plume should still be moving up a little bit. But now should be like swaying over this way. Kind of start coming back. Swinging over. Yeah. Kind of a little bit trippy. And this one goes out probably. Wait, actually, I think I had it go out. Wait, let me play it. Yeah, I had a. Going out, in. Oh, should have been going out. Whoops. My bad. Straightening out. And then this part should be straightening out. Going in. Okay. Oh. Huh. It didn't go right to 30. That's interesting. Okay. Weird. Gonna have one, like, empty frame. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. One last element. Sweet. Okay. I'm gonna save it. Nothing. Do people also imagine entire animatics for songs like they like, or is it just me? Pretty sure. That's why, you know, when I'm drawing and I'm done, I just like to play music while listening. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. Got a interesting sequence going on. Okay, then let's see. Rocks. Rocks spewing out. Okay. Got half an hour. Pretty good on time, I would say. Okay, for the rocks, I'm just gonna have like a few kind of just like spew out. Gonna add some like motion lines to it. I don't know if, actually, this one should be maybe on the third one. Phew. Let's see. This one, there's nothing. This one. Oh. Maybe this one I'll add like a little hint. Actually, no, it should just be blank. And then here we have trajectory. Where is the rock? Oh, true. Okay. And then trajectory, probably somewhere like here. And since we got a decent amount of time, I'm gonna try to put a few more rocks in. And for this one, I will try to also draw them at different intervals so that they're not like, you know, things aren't like happening. It's so weird seeing like the birds. Okay, those rocks, no, that's moving way too fast. Okay, it should be kind of like the birds, I guess. Okay, we're gonna delete that. Should be coming out. Let's see. And that's why I didn't put too much detail on them. So someone also like mentioned beforehand, like, oh, how do you animate weight? I guess this is technically kind of like that in a way, where it's like, well, everything has weight. You know, this rock has weight when it comes out. It's kind of interesting. Simon and Milo. Milo? Oh, gorillas. You know, I don't know. Okay, I want to always check out the gorillas just because, you know, the whole animated aspect of it, but I've never been able to, I don't know, I couldn't get into the gorillas. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess like this is also technically in a sense, it has to do with weight, but I guess this is like a different type of weight. But in general, everything has some heft to it, and it's kind of like dependent on what you want to focus on. What is happening? Oh, it's glitched. Okay. Oh, please don't crash. Don't crash on me. Yeah, because I'm noticing now it's like, oh, well, lava, or rocks, like magma that spews out, it'd be kind of like, they're pretty big and heavy, so probably wouldn't move like super fast. And so now I gotta like figure out, you know, oh, whoops. Gotta kind of figure out like the weight and movement of like lava rocks. If they like came out and like shot out, like what would that look like, you know? It's still so fast. That's crazy. Okay, I guess we're just gonna keep adjusting it. Just gonna keep adjusting the trajectory and movement of them. So yeah, it's moving way faster than I thought it would. Or like, I mean, I guess it's moving faster than I thought it would. Especially for something like this, I guess. Okay, that's a little bit better. I think I'm gonna slow it down even more. Always a new challenge, you know? Like, you animate something and you go like, yeah, I know how to animate something coming out, you know, like moving. That's just a bouncing ball, basically, or a ball moving across the screen, and then you animate it and you realize, like, oh, wait, I don't know how magma rocks shoot out. So, I don't know. It's like a whole new problem to try to solve, which is kind of neat, you know? It's never a dull day animating it. It's always like, oh, what new challenge will I be faced with this time? Oh, whoops. No, that's zipping by. Should be a little slower. I guess it really would never. This is like maybe the fastest it would go, and then after that, it's just slow. It slows down, actually, I think. His best friend is along for the ride. Oh. Okay. Interesting. I guess I'll go check them out. Milo, was it Simon and Milo? That's like the Garfunkel guys. Simon and Garfunkel. Oh, that rock is. Let me see this one. Maybe move it closer. Yeah, I guess it really. This is probably the max it will go. Also, I think I'm having it arched down a bit too early. Oop. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's a way better. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna duplicate them because essentially it's like about the same. I think it also starts slowing down, so we'll see how that looks. Yeah, it just goes straight off. I feel like this is where math comes in. It's like parabolas. Parabolas. You guys remember your parabolas? Your math? The arch. I had it zipping off. So. Oh, yeah. I would guess the magma will shoot out bright and then dark as they cool on the way down. True. No? What are you saying no to? Let's see, okay. This one's coming. There's one shooting here. I'm kind of wondering, is like, oh, should I have... Nah. Not gonna animate multiple layers, but just gonna have one. Maybe this one could be a bit larger. And then this one... be like here. I guess I should have like maybe also thought of like the trajectory of the rocks. You know, like, you know, this one's shooting at an arch. This one, I guess, is shooting at like a more of an upward angle. This is why you have your effects animators and effects department, because it's like, it's a whole different thing to animate effects versus characters, whatnot. Let's see. This one, and then this one. We'll just see how it goes. Okay, we're gonna... Actually... Mob, what? Oh, I forgot I still drew it. Jokes. Okay. I'm just gonna redraw this one. And I'm just gonna and then I'm gonna just reuse and copy this one now that the other one's out of the way. Just gonna good old copy this one. Okay. Let's move it out a little bit more. Okay, let's check the weight. I think that's the biggest thing, is just like weight, the weight of it. Not too sure. Oh boy, this one's a doozy of okay, I think it's too now it feels like it's too slow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Actually, wait, gotta now I gotta like manually go and move all of them. Because I guess it's like a slingshot effect where I actually need it to go off. I don't know. I guess this is one where it's just like hard to really tell until you like finesse it. Take the time to really just kind of figure out. I guess this shouldn't be slowing down either. Let me see. I guess this one should maybe... I guess this one's bigger, so it should like shoot out, I guess. Just watch my appearance on Anatomy. Thanks for... Oh, hey, Brodica. No problem. Yeah. It's all connected. How long did it take for you to get used to digital art? That's a neat question. I don't know, maybe... I guess it depends on like how deep you want to go into when it comes to like digital art. Because some people just want to do like painting, and that's good enough. Actually, let me just remove this. Yeah, I think it kind of depends on what you're kind of aiming for. You know, some people just want to do a painting, and I feel like if you just want to do a painting, it's not too bad. Oh, oops. Dang it. Oh, I can't do that. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm like kind of like trying to figure out the momentum and weight of these like magma rocks shooting out. But I'll get to your question. Just trying to figure it out, the timing of this. But yeah, it kind of just depends, because painting is pretty straightforward. Once you get used to like brushes and managing layers, I would say using digital is not that hard to get used to. It's really more just like how much are you willing to just go along with the kind of using brushes, and the way you mix paint might be a little bit different from traditional, and then getting used to just all the kind of, I guess, general jargon when if you ever watch like YouTube videos on like or to watch tutorial videos on how to use digital painting properties, like all that kind of stuff just kind of takes a little bit used to wrap your head around it, because I totally get it. I kind of started off traditionally as well, and I was like, I don't understand, digital. It's like way different from like how traditional is, and I think it's just like, it's honestly not that much, it's not that different from one another. It's really more about like, that looks like a rocket. It's so weird. But yeah, it's just a little bit different. Yeah, I think that too. I think a lot of people tend to put a lot of pressure on brushes. Like when you draw traditionally, you can really control how heavy your pencil weight is and how textural it feels and like the responsiveness of traditional. You get really used to it, and then when you do digital, it feels as if you gotta almost start back from scratch. Um, but at the core of it, if you have good drawing chops, then translating what you know traditionally to digitally is not too hard. At least I don't think so. But it kind of just really comes down to kind of what Joanne said. It's like your experience and your expertise in drawing. But I would say like start with one or the other. You know, I'm kind of traditional biased, but because I think the willingness to experiment and push oneself when you're doing something uh, digitally, I think is I guess maybe yeah. I guess I'm just traditional bias. I think experimenting traditionally is easier than experimenting digitally. Dude, those words are so close together. It's always throwing me off. But traditional because you can experiment with like ink brushes, pastel, chalk pastel, pencil, markers, crayons, and then you have like the painting mediums. There's so much like you can test out and try. Whereas digital, you're kind of limited with the brushes that come with the software. So sometimes I think digital can be a little bit tricky and intimidating in that sense, but I don't know. I would say try to master one or the other. Pick one to start off with. Start off learning with one, traditional or digital. This one, gonna. Sorry, it's so hard to it's so hard to talk while trying to animate. And we're like, yeah, you should try to give advice while trying to figure out the timing of magma rocks as it shoots out. Oh yeah, that's a bit better. Before it was like shooting off like it was like a rocket or something. I was like, that's strange. A strange momentum. You understand what you mean? Yeah, yeah. Should I have one go in front of her face? I don't know. I'm thinking of just like having a tiny little rock come out. It'll be fine too. Okay, we got about like 15 minutes left. I don't think I'll have it like come out in front, but I'm just gonna have it right over here. Trajectory wise, maybe like right over there. Just like a tiny little pebble. Splashing in front. Right in front of the bird. Oh my goodness, imagine. Okay, maybe I shouldn't animate that, but I was like, what if the magma rock hit the bird? And then I'm like, nah, maybe that's a bit too much. It'll have a little splash here. Oop, you know. Yes, hit the bird. No. That's a bit too much, you know. It's too mean. Can't have it hit the bird. Again, too fast. Oh, wait, what? Did I draw two of them at the same time? Oh, that's odd. me see. I'm just gonna like extend it. I feel like it's also just like maybe the distance of these two, of these ones over here. I would probably just kind of move it a little closer to each other. Also, I guess the trajectory. It's always the trajectory. Trajectory just I cannot get a handle on the trajectory. Who knew? And move it somewhere around there. Which means the splash is like, if I can click on it. Splash would be like here, I think. Yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Again, not too sure until we play it. Yeah, I guess it's a little odd because like she's supposed to be huge, but the things are moving really, really quick. You know what, maybe I'll just space out. Insert keyframe right. I'm just gonna keep doing this, maybe. Oh, but these are empty. Okay, just gonna insert a holding frame in between so that maybe it slows it down a little bit. Oh, and then I guess we'll end it here. Well, like we'll end it soon because I don't think I can really add any more to this. So yeah, let's see how it goes. That's so jokes. Okay. I mean, it's a bit better, I would say. A bit better in terms of like the momentum. Again, it's not perfect, but what can you do? What can you do? Also, like line weight, I think would play a big role in this too. Oh, I guess let's make this up to 4. Okay, I guess good old 40. I was like, I don't know if I want to make it up to 40, and then it's like good old 40. There we go. Got a, that splash is okay. It's such a tiny splash, dude. I always totally forgot about the birds. Chicken. Hey, I'm about to go get some burgers for dinner afterwards. I am looking forward to it because I've been hearing really good things about this burger. I think I'm gonna, well, we've got some time. It's what is it, 10, got like 9 minutes. But yeah, I guess this is kind of it, I will say. I don't think I can really add any more. Don't sweat it. No worries. Yeah. I don't think I can really add any more. If I were to really like yeah. Dang it. Okay, we do have a little bit more time. I guess technically I could try to add some ripples onto onto there. We gotta rename this though. Rock 2. The Rock. Okay, this one's just gonna be ripples. I don't know how easy it will be to add this, but I'm gonna try to add in some ripples. Rippling effect into the water. Let me see. Blank. Cool. Just like a few. Again, not gonna really go in too much into it, or else I think it won't really. Just add like a few, just so that there's like a little bit of movement around the water. I mean, not around the water, around the islands. Dude, Kevin, I almost wanted to say it again. Island. I'm an island boy. I don't know why I want to say it. I don't know. It's just it's like a, so I don't know. It's just fun to say, I guess. This rock anime turned into something into an anime everything anime. It's everything. I know, Joanne. It's like, oh yeah, we'll just add in everything. Yeah, just like subtle movements here and there with like the ripples. Hopefully it turns out good. I don't know if these ripples, if they'll make sense, but I think like just any sense of jitteriness to it will kind of help sell that it's like moving in a way. And then we gotta have some originating new ripples kind of starting off of the island. Sound effects, you know, that's the one thing you need. Yeah, you know, that works. Got like 6 minutes left. Aww. And technically, I guess these ripples should be getting smaller too, as they're kind of moving away from the body of water. Or not the body of water, from the island. It should be moving, getting a little smaller. But yeah, this is kind of coming close to the end of the stream. I hope everybody's doing good. Hope you guys are all gonna enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm gonna finish this up, and as always, this will be posted onto our social media. So again, kind of just putting it out there again. You know, if you guys want to kind of check out our images that we finish on stream, we post them on social media all the time, so definitely check those out. And yeah, and then you'll get to see all this probably like at a better quality and get to see all the little tiny mistakes that I made. You know, I think the illustration turned out really good too, so I might actually post them separately. Post one version of like the animation, and then one version where it's just the island kind of lava lady, kind of on her own without kind of animation sequence going on, so that way you get a little bit of everything and whatnot. Yeah. Tarot cards. Oh, that sounds neat. I've never heard of those before. And yeah, you're no problem. Sounds cool. Apparently, I know we don't have too much time, but apparently I heard that like after COVID and everybody kind of was like stuck in their homes for a bit, everyone started getting into like supernatural stuff, like the paranoia supernatural, and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Like it's so interesting seeing how like communities get built up over like certain instances that happen and everything, like how interests build up over time and whatnot. It's kind of neat. It's kind of cool. It's like the water's rippling and then doop. Okay, I'll probably finish the ripples on my own time, but I guess we'll end it here. Yes, portfolio mentorship. Yeah, so we'll end it here. And I'll finish up the ripples on my own time, and then I'll post it. So keep an eye out on Discord and our social media, as well as the community tab on YouTube, because that's where we also post stuff there as well. Oh, I saw that someone donated other than Joe Road. Oh, dang, did I miss it? I don't know if someone else also donated, or is it just Joe Road? Oh, or I don't know, not too sure. If I miss anyone, I'm so sorry, but thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for Joe Road's donation, and anybody else, if anybody else did donate. I don't know if I missed that, but we're gonna call it here. Thank you again, as always, for joining me as we kind of animate something. Oh, a smoke ring, Joe. Why you gotta tell me that now? Smoke ring would have been really nice. Oh man, that would have been a good suggestion. But yeah, thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed the stream, definitely drop a like and subscribe. This is like a really good way for you to help support us, as well as be notified as when we do other streams, as well as when videos go up and when they go live. We also like to schedule a lot of our streams ahead of time, so you get to see what's kind of coming up about like a month ahead or so. So subscribing is a great way to be notified as to what's coming up next, especially our streams. This way you don't miss it. And you know, there's a lot of good ones coming up that I don't think we have announced just yet, but look forward to those. So again, another incentive to subscribe. And again, as usual, we're not just an art school, or we're not just an art YouTube channel. We are also an art school, so definitely check out our website. We have a lot of different classes there. If you want to improve your art skills and get feedback, this is like the best way to do it. And so there are a lot of different art classes, a lot of different art options for you to check out. So I definitely encourage you to take a look at our website if you are interested in learning and improving your art skills. And again, we have Patreon, so if you want to continue supporting us as we make free arts education and make free arts content, Patreon is a great way to help support us, and you'll also get a lot of bonus stuff as well if you do support us, such as feedback, art files, class recordings, emotes, badges, all those good stuff. And again, as usual, kind of just promoting our social media. We are on Discord, Instagram, Facebook, so a lot of our announcements, as well as the art itself that we make during these streams, they get posted there. So definitely follow us on social media, as that's kind of like the best way to stay on top of things as well. And oh yeah, the portfolio camp, that kind of stuff is definitely out there. So if you want to sign up for our camp to help prepare you for portfolio, or just like improve your art in a kind of intensive week, we do have the winter portfolio camp coming up. I closed the link, but I believe it's December 27th to 29, and then we have January 2nd to 5th for my drawing and painting and portfolio winter camp. So if that sounds interesting to you, definitely check it out. For those, oh no, random drawing, oh, you missed it, but it's okay. It will be going up once I end the stream, so feel free to definitely watch it at your own leisure. Got into some like pretty good stuff here, so yeah, glad you were able to like kind of chime in at the end though. And for those who are still here, just want to give a little bit of like acknowledgement. It is Remembrance Day for us here in Canada and in the UK, and then I think in the States they call it Veterans Day. And like to just acknowledge and give respects to those who have served and those of us who are serving. So yeah, just a little acknowledgement to those serving our country and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. And that's kind of it. thank you for joining us. Thank you for kind of cheering me on as I like finish up this animation. And I hope you guys all have a good weekend. But yeah, and I'll see you guys on our next stream. Bye-bye. Have a good weekend, everybody. Signing off now. Yeah.